Okay, here we go with the last four. These last four are actually the easiest because we've done all the hard work already. When a question asks you to factor, what it's really asking you to do is do the same thing we've done for the first four questions, and at the end you just write the answer in a different format. But since we already done the work, we're just going to skip to the end. Number 5, you have these zeros we found in the first question, right? All you do is you just write out as x minus 2, that's the first zero, and then x minus 2 again since it appears again. X minus a half, x minus a negative 5, which is x plus 5. Now I can condense that notation slightly because I have x minus 2 appear twice. I can write that as x minus 2 squared, x minus a half, x plus 5. That's it. That's the answer right there. Done. Okay, number 6. Same idea. I can do the same thing. This is going to be x minus 3. And then my next term would be x minus this whole thing, x minus that whole thing. Except that's kind of a weird thing to do because I have irrationals. We don't typically write irrationals in our factored form. So what I'm going to do instead is take a step backwards and come back to, if you try to look at your work for number 2. When we divided by x minus 3, what we ended up with is x squared minus 2x minus 4. So we're just going to stop at that point. The reason why, again, is because this guy turns out to factor into irrational pieces, things that have square roots in them. And so in that case, we call this piece prime. We cannot factor it into pieces that do not have square roots in them. Okay, so we just leave it at that stage. Done. Okay, number 7 is very easy, just like number 5. I got a negative 1, 2, 2, and a negative 3. So let me just skip straight to the end. Minus negative 1 is x plus 1. X minus 2 appears twice, so x minus 2 squared. And x minus negative 3 is x plus 3. And that is it. Done. Okay, number 8. So I have 3 halves as my first root. That's x minus 3 halves. And then after that, it could be x minus square root of 5, x plus square root of 5, except again, these are irrationals, so I don't tend to write my factored form with irrationals in it. Instead, what I do is take a step back. And do you remember when we divided this? Try to look back at your work for number 4. We ended up with 2x squared minus 10 after dividing by x minus 3 halves. So I'm just going to leave it at that stage, 2x squared minus 10. Except I can simplify this a little bit because I can factor out a 2 from here. Yeah, I see that 2 is divided by 2, 10 can be divided by 2, and I can pull that 2 out to the very front. Whenever I pull a number out, I pull it out to the very front of the thing. This x minus 3 halves comes straight from above. And now after pulling that 2 out, this is no longer 2x squared, it's just a regular x squared. This is no longer minus 10, it's minus 5 instead. Okay, so that is it. We are done. This is the final answer here. Final answer, final answer, final answer. Nice job, guys. Sticking with me. Thank you.